Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got out there. He's asking, can he fight the best? Hopefully, we can come together and I can take him to that next level and give him the fights that he want, and make the fights happen that he want.
30 years old now, like, what we talking about? Like, bro, 30 talking about he gonna fight me. Yo, when you gonna fight me? He say next. Okay, I'm right here. All you gotta do is send an offer.
Floyd Mayweather has called out Tank Davis to stop playing around and fight the best of the best, in which he feels in Shakur Stevenson. Meanwhile, Gervonta has went off on Shakur, accusing him of taking the easy route by fighting less challenging opponents.
Man, I won't fight somebody disrespect.
Like, ass nigga, I never heard no shit like that.
But if you know me, you know, like, don't go on no internet talking about you want dad step in the ring. What you mean I want dad step in the ring with you? That's disrespecting me.
Yeah, that is.
The boxing world thrives on rivalries, callouts, and the promise of future mega fights. One of the most talked about topics in recent times is Gervonta "Tank" Davis calling out Shakur Stevenson, accusing him of fighting easy opponents. Coach Kenny on Instagram today. Coach Kenny, Gervonta Davis beat 8 undefeated fighters. Hello, showing a photo of the recent fighters Tank has been fighting, whilst knocking almost all of them out. Shakur opponents. Why when the convo is brought up about Shakur y'all hide? Y'all scared to admit he don't fight nobody? Artem Harutyunyan isn't ranked in the top 40 in the division. He isn't ranked in the WBA, WBO, or IBF.
You haven't fought a lot of the top fighters.
But how can I not have the experience if I'm more accomplished than this dude? I'm a 3-weight world champion and actually really a world champion. Tank had two belts his whole career, right? They was both the same belt. He had the WBA at 130 pounds. That's the only title he ever hold.
Gervonta Davis's public accusation that Shakur Stevenson has been fighting easy opponents has added fuel to their rivalry and sparked a broader debate about competition and matchmaking in boxing. Davis's call-out suggests that Stevenson has not truly been tested in the ring, a claim that has garnered mixed reactions from the boxing community. The accusation has put Stevenson on the defensive, prompting him to challenge Davis directly, further intensifying the anticipation for a potential showdown between the two fighters. Davis's comments have not gone unchallenged. Stevenson himself responded directly, urging Davis to shut up and fight me, highlighting his desire to face top-tier opponents and dismissing the notion that he has been taking easy fights. This back and forth has intensified the anticipation for a potential showdown between the two fighters.
I know Tank, Shady.
I know Tank too.
Let him talk. Go ahead.
Hey, I know Tank too, and I know for a fact at the end of the day, like, he is not jumping into no fight with me. Like, that's a whole different type of atmosphere. That's not like fighting up saying.
So basically you telling me Tank scared.
I ain't gonna say the man scared. I'm just saying for a fact.
So what
I
you
know
saying?
He not jumping in the ring with me.
Boxing legend Roy Jones Jr. suggested that Davis should prioritize fighting top contenders like Stevenson and Devin Haney before they potentially outgrow him in terms of skill and career trajectory. Jones's perspective adds weight to the argument that both fighters need to face high-level competition to solidify their legacies. According to Jones, a fight between Davis and Stevenson would not only be a thrilling matchup, but also a crucial test for both fighters. Multi-division world champion Claressa Shields reacted positively to Davis's recent performance, but has also acknowledged the skill set of Stevenson. Shields' comments reflect a balanced view, recognizing the talent and potential of both fighters. She believes that a fight between Davis and Stevenson would be a significant event in boxing, drawing attention from fans worldwide. Shakur has all the skills, but Tank has power. It is one of the best fights in boxing to make right now. Oscar Valdez believes Shakur is the only one in the division to have the skills to keep up with Tank and give him his best fight yet. He says Shakur is very difficult to hit and could give Tank a very hard night.
Is Shakur the guy that beats Gervonta in your opinion?
No, it's a tough one because Tank carries a punch, but if you're gonna knock somebody out, you gotta first hit him. And Shakur is very difficult to hit. He's always a step away. Shakur. Then what can I say? People saw the fight. I gave him my best, and try to land those shots is not easy. And even if you land those shots, it's in a defensive way where he's kind of backing up and you can't get him with a clean shot to even land that knockout that everybody wants, you know?
Social media has been abuzz with reactions from fans and boxing analysts. Prominent figures like Skip Bayless and Bill Simmons have shared their thoughts on the dynamics between Davis and Stevenson. Bayless pointed out the contrasting styles of the two fighters, while Simmons humorously suggested that Davis's power is so formidable that he should fight multiple opponents simultaneously. The online discourse has added another layer of excitement to the potential matchup, with fans eagerly discussing the possible outcomes. Fans see Shakur as a boring fighter. Not just fans, but potential opponents of his in the division like Rolly Romero.
But Shakur, that guy will put anybody to sleep outside the ring. Not inside the ring, because he's the most boring fighter in the history of boxing. And they can say whatever the fuck they want, they can hype him up and all that stuff, but I really feel bad for him because there's no way they could put him on pay-per-view. He can't sell a fight.
Davis's fighting style is characterized by his explosive power and ability to deliver knockout punches. His aggression and relentless pressure often overwhelm opponents, leading to early stoppages. Davis's victories against top-tier fighters like Leo Santa Cruz and Ryan Garcia have demonstrated his capability to compete at the highest levels of the sport. Stevenson, in contrast, relies on his technical skills and strategic approach. He is known for his defensive prowess, ring IQ, and ability to control the pace of a fight. Stevenson's victories over skilled opponents like Jamel Herring and Oscar Valdez have showcased his ability to outthink and outmaneuver his rivals, earning him praise as one of the best pure boxers in the sport. A potential bout between Davis and Stevenson would not only settle their public feud, but also provide a definitive answer to questions about their respective skill sets and strategies. The clash of styles between Davis's power and Stevenson's technique promises to be one of the most exciting and highly anticipated matchups in recent boxing history. Former WBO junior lightweight champion Jamel Herring has weighed in on the debate, praising both fighters' abilities, but suggesting that Stevenson's strategic approach could give him the edge in a potential fight against Davis. Herring emphasized the importance of ring intelligence and adaptability, traits that Stevenson has consistently demonstrated in his fights. Devin Haney, another top contender in the lightweight division, has expressed interest in fighting both Davis and Stevenson. Haney believes that these matchups are necessary to determine the true king of the lightweight division. His perspective highlights the depth of talent in the division and the potential for exciting, high-stakes bouts in the near future. Boxing scene. Devin Haney reposted a tweet of Tank wanting to become undisputed and hinting that Gervonta has been ducking him. Gervonta Davis, ironically enough, is interested in undisputed when Devin Haney doesn't have the belts. The feud between Davis and Stevenson is reminiscent of other great rivalries in boxing history. Throughout the years, boxing has seen legendary rivalries that have captivated fans and defined eras. From Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier to Sugar Ray Leonard versus Roberto Duran, these rivalries have often been characterized by contrasting styles, intense personal animosities, and epic showdowns that have left lasting legacies. The potential matchup between Davis and Stevenson has the makings of a classic rivalry that could be remembered for generations.
He didn't even have power at 126, 30, or none of that.
He is good.
Okay. How can you, all that's just okay. How can you stop people that can actually hit? No matter all that boxing, you're going to get hit. What you gonna do when you get hit?
Promoters play a crucial role in shaping the careers of fighters and orchestrating big matchups. The involvement of influential promoters like Bob Arum and Al Heyman can significantly impact the likelihood and timing of a Davis versus Stevenson fight. Both fighters are associated with major promotional companies, and the negotiations between these entities will be key in making the fight a reality. In the lead-up to a potential fight, the training camps of Davis and Stevenson would be under intense scrutiny. Davis's camp, known for its focus on power and conditioning, would likely emphasize strategies to break through Stevenson's defenses and land decisive blows. Stevenson's camp, on the other hand, would prioritize defensive tactics, counterpunching, and maintaining distance to neutralize Davis's aggression.
Oh!
30 seconds, 30 seconds.
The media coverage leading up to a potential Davis versus Stevenson fight would be extensive. Major sports networks, boxing analysts, and online platforms would dissect every aspect of the fighters' careers, styles, and training regimens. The hype surrounding the fight would be amplified by social media, with fans and pundits sharing predictions and engaging in spirited debates. A Davis versus Stevenson fight would have significant implications for the sport of boxing. It would not only determine the superior fighter, but also influence the rankings and future matchups within the lightweight division. The outcome of the fight could lead to rematches, trilogies, and other high-profile bouts, contributing to the sport's ongoing evolution and popularity. So, what do you think? Are we finally going to see this fight between Tank and Shakur? If so, who has the advantage in your opinion? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, and make sure to subscribe for all the latest updates.